Welcome back, folks. This is Acid Roots. I'm trying to get this golem to pop out. We're going to get to the meat of this stage in this video. Now, we're not going to quite finish up this stage, but we're going to get close just because, obviously, like, the thing about it is, I mean, this is a relatively short game, but there's still, the stages just get more detailed and such. That's kind of the thing about it. So, that's what we're dealing with now. And really, I've noticed that some of these particular sand stages are a lot more exhausting than what you might care to admit. So that's what I'm starting to notice, and yeah, it makes me wonder how I'm going to do with the fortress stages next. Because obviously, I mean, I think the surprise, maybe you didn't know, was if you don't know, this game was just the sand stages, but Sarlacc's Keep is the last stage. That's kind of how it goes. We gotta get through his fortress, deal with all his goons, and then of course defeat Sarlacc. So that's kind of the thing. After these next two stages and the rest of this stage, we just got the fortress. So we'll see if Kyle Blackthorne is a true man and can complete this nonsense. But yeah, we've got plenty of potions, though, just to say that. I mean, that's kind of the main thing, is, I mean, you can only carry like 7 or 8 items, but I definitely like waiting. And that's the thing, I mean, really, I don't like to use my potions until I have like 1 or 2 bars left of health, just because it feels as if you could probably take more damage and get further. I mean, the only thing that will take more than like 1 bar of damage is just like the explosions. So that's what basically happens is, yeah, as long as you avoid those bomb spiders if you see them, you should be fine. Oh, I guess fall damage. I forgot about fall damage. That's another thing that'll do the trick. That's Kyle's Achilles heel at this point, is falling to his death. I feel like most people can probably take out the enemies. It's just the fall damage that does it, so it's like the main thing. But yeah, so I just completed another segment of Blackthorne a few minutes ago, and it relatively pissed me off, mainly because of those blue orcs back there. I just would have to say, I mean, they're bastards. That's really the thing. They have a habit of putting 2 of them at once, and it's just a nasty sequence. Because if you can't use tricks like I'm doing right now, I mean, obviously you can't use that same trick with like 2 of them. I mean, you'd have to take some damage. I suppose I could try out that trick, but for the most part, one of the dudes is going to punch you in the back of the head or shoot you in the back and then laugh, and then you're going to have to attack the other one. But basically, it just takes a lot of damage, and there's not a lot of openings when there's 2 of them. I feel like there should have been a better sequence to be able to handle those guys, you know. It's kind of cheapness of the game. I just think it's kind of poor development trying to do that, because it's really sloppy trying to take out 2 orcs at once. It truly is. So I just would like to see a pro at the game sail through it and be able to see what they do and shit. But yeah, we're gonna get the levitator. We need to find that. I don't know who particularly has it, you know. I think this guy does. Does he? He has the bridge key. That's something we do need. Just trying to think of what else is going on here, but we're missing something else and shit. But, you know, between you and me, folks, I don't really like these sand stages so much. I mean, it's a cool premise, and it looks really spooky and desolate, but they're still a horrendous pain in the ass. I mean, at least the tree stages were fun, and they would piss you off, but it wasn't nearly as bad as these stages are, and I'm very curious as to what the fortress stages are going to be like. So I would like to be able to say that I can complete this goddamn game. That's the thing. I feel like it's within my skill set, but that's it. Kyle just got punched right off a cliff. Cheapness of the game by sitting there putting that dude there. I guess I just got impatient, but I probably would have beaten this stage in this video had it not been for that. Now I gotta do it all over again. So tell you, when I did this a week or so ago, I was losing my patience, I'll tell you that much. I mean, having to do the whole stage like 2 or 3 or 4 different times is not a recipe for, like, joy. That's the thing. Some people can handle it. I mean, that's the thing. I give props to the people who can get that can avoid getting that pissed off. This makes me wonder how monks do that sort of shit, because I don't know. I mean, you have to understand that, like, temper is in your DNA. People who have tempers, that's they're programmed to have that sort of shit. I think that's just kind of like the main thing. But I don't know how monks do it. People say, "Oh, I want to take up religion and not get laid and read books all day and shave my head and not do anything recreational." You know, just sit and meditate all day and shit. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the situation, but you know, certain people can do it. Kyle Blackthorne is not one of such people. This is kind of the situation. He carries a shotgun and slays the beasts and wants to save a kingdom. Yeah, a trick to fighting these guys is just making sure that they'll walk towards you, because that to me is like the only real way that I feel like you can substantially kill these guys. And when there's 2 of them, it just gets worse. I mean, sometimes I can do their pattern, but when they put them near a cliff or where there's not a lot of room, the game just starts to become a bastard, because they'll put 2 of them there, but then there's not enough room for them to walk towards you or something. So I don't know, it tries to do that sort of stuff, and it just comes off as like bitter, you know. Now I gotta do all this nonsense again. So this is just tit for tat, you know, just get used to the conversation that I'm doing. So I think that's like the main thing, you know. That's what we gotta rely upon as far as this nonsense goes. These guys would really be enlightening if they helped me out and took out a few of these assholes, but I wouldn't really want, like, the traitors in this stage. That would really suck dick. So I would like them to take out a few of the Grogs, though. That's their name, but you know. So I'm just trying to think of whatever else. Such an abandon. I mean, this place is like so barren and shit. It makes me wonder what this land actually is. You know, grave area. Must be the chosen one. Take this potion. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of shit to talk about. I almost feel like this is another extraneous episode, but I mean, there's not. I mean, honestly, I could make it shorter, but I don't. I'm just trying to. I feel like some consistency is at least good. I mean, really, this allows for you to, you know, virtually have some extra enjoyment and shit. Just wish I had some more stories to tell. Been living off of Reese's Cups. I guess I could talk about that. I've been living off of Reese's Cups and shit. And Gatorade. I remember. Weird. I think that was. I just heard like the notification on the computer. I think that was actually like earlier or something. But I remember Adam Sandler saying that in 50 First Dates when he's in like the cafeteria or the place where he meets Drew Barrymore. He's like, "Oh, I had, you know, some Gatorade and a Reese's Cup." And it's like, yep, that's how I feel about it. It's just like, I don't even feel like cooking. This pandemic crap is getting so annoying, and this is like hell. I mean, you have to conserve food, but it's like hell. I mean, I'm really becoming a bear when it comes to food, though. I swear I can eat myself out of house and home $150 worth of food in probably like 4 or 5 days. That's how much I'm eating lately, and I'm not gaining weight. And I don't have worms. You know, I'm just trying to think of what's going on here as far as like this crap that's going on, and this is kind of, why am I eating so goddamn much? I mean, it just boggles my mind, you know. I'm a growing man, but then again, no, I'm not. You know, I'm in my 30s. You don't grow in height when you're in your 30s. You grow in, you know, 20 years, 15 years before that. So I don't know, I'm just eating way too much. I'm actually thinking about making myself some pasta when I get done with this video. That'll be fun. So I am hungry. You know, what a coincidence that is. So I had 4 slices of pizza, you know, and had some applesauce, and what else did I have? Reese's Cups, like I was saying, shit like that. Then again, man, I don't know. These guys are bastards. I don't like getting punched off the cliffs, damn it. I wish you could punch them off the cliffs. I wish you could shoot them so well that they go sailing off, and Kyle just flies around like a ragdoll and shit. It's kinda... It's too bad you don't have a melee attack. I mean, I figure these guys are pretty, you know, hideous in, like, real life, more so than just the Super Nintendo engine, but, you know, just to be able to, like, kick them in the chest or something to back them off of you or something, but just not enough, you know, gameplay to be able to do that control scheme. But we're almost done with this episode, so... Sarlacc will punch you too. You don't want to get too close to him. Most of these guys have some sort of melee attack. Yep. So I'm about done with August of 2020 when it comes to my vlog channel. I just have like maybe 5 more videos to do for the month, 5 or 6, something like that, but I'm trying to get things wrapped up so I can get to one of my more favored months of the season, which is September. I particularly like late September. It's a fun time of the year. Between like September 16th and September 30th is the time of the year that I like. And then I like most of October, or I just like the whole month of October actually. It seems like that's the best time of the year for horror movies and shit like that. That's where all the Friday and Nightmare on Elm Street movies come out. Kind of thing. I don't know why they haven't made a Jason movie in forever though. Now that I think about it, they've just been doing like those It movies. Stephen King's been making a killing, but I don't know what happened to Jason. They made movies of him. Like I remember seeing Freddy vs. Jason, and maybe it was like I could have sworn there was another Jason movie I saw. I definitely saw Freddy vs. Jason, but he hasn't been in a movie. Maybe he has, but they haven't talked about it. Same thing with Freddy Krueger. I don't... These guys were classics back in the 80s. These were nightmarish people, but they're just kind of... No one believes in them. We're too in our feelings right now. Everyone's trying to peer. There's too much peering going on. Too much reading into things. They gotta read into you. So. Yeah, we got the goods, so we have to keep going and get that shit underway. Alright, so this video's almost over. It's kind of like hell, I just gotta get it done. We will find... So we basically just wasted a whole episode getting to the point where I was in the last episode, but whatever. Alright, subscribe for more fun. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful night.